to that point, I have to take a dig at the New York Times here because I cannot believe them. I just cannot believe this. Zach, if you want to put this up. Research boosts evidence of masks' utility, some experts say. Masks have long been known to help stop infected people from spreading the virus, well, like months. But some research suggests they also protect the uninfected. And then there's a bullet point here. Masks may also protect people wearing them, some experts say.
How
take
would it
it down
even
if you
do
would,
that?
Zach. This, you will remember, I went off on a tirade last night when I saw this. I cannot believe the level of scientific illiteracy and, frankly, journalistic fraud in this. We had the Surgeon General and the WHO telling us that masks did no good at all with a respiratory virus. Then they came around and admitted that that was actually a political move designed to protect the too few masks that we had so that health workers could use them. Okay. But they insisted that you only wear a mask to protect others from you, not you from others, as if masks are unidirectional. Masks aren't unidirectional. In fact, there are some masks that are unidirectional. You've all seen these, the little valves in them. They actually allow you to breathe your viral particles out into the world, and it makes it a little bit more comfortable to live inside of them. And they've been banned now at many hospitals because it's exactly the opposite of what you're supposed to be doing. But there is no mask out there that I have ever heard of that is unidirectional in the other direction.
Yeah.
Where you are breathing in all of the particles and not able to expel them. So the idea that we needed unnamed people in lab coats to tell us that masks might actually both protect you from others and others from you, and that this is not even accepted enough that we are being told some experts say it. My fucking God. Like, this makes me so mad. Of course half the country doesn't want to wear a mask.
Yep.
Of course this is politicized because no one knows how to think scientifically, and they are appealing to authority for the most basic fundamental ideas. Put something over your mouth and you won't spread droplets which might have virus in them. Put something over your mouth and you won't inhale droplets which might have virus in them.
Yep.
There it is.
So I would just point out, I mean, it's obviously implicit in what you're saying here, but we nailed this from the beginning.
This is on our very first, this is episode 1.
It's episode 1. And the point was, I
March
don't know
24th.
what kind of nonsense we are hearing, but obviously we're dealing with a virus. We don't know what it can do. We know it is transmitted through inhaling droplets. Wear a mask. Can't buy a mask? Make a mask. It doesn't have to be medical in nature. Bandana works just fine. Mm-hmm. And so the point is, look, all you have to be able to do is think clearly. And what does think clearly require of you? Well, one thing it requires is that you put politics aside.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. That's right.
And this is
oh my God.
And a very unfortunate, if wonderful, vindication of the fact that, common sense will do it.
Yeah.
Right? Common sense is enough. Just basic training.
Yeah. But again and again and again, wearing a mask to protect yourself from particles that are in droplets means that when you're outside away from people, you don't need to wear a mask. Now, could the virus evolve into something else? Yeah. But this has become... said it over and over and over again. This is star-bellied Sneetches and Sneetches without. If you're wearing a mask, you must be one of us. If you're not wearing a mask, you must be one of them. Or flip it. No, you wear a mask when you need to wear a mask inside with other people whom you don't live with all the time.
Yep. The other thing I would point out is that if you go back to our earliest live streams about this, you will find that our model was not nearly as good, that we didn't know enough about how this thing was transmitted. So we were very concerned about things that turn out to be very low likelihood of transmitting it, like...
I've still got copper on most of our external doorknobs.
Right.
Right.
Which is certainly not going to hurt you,
right.
but not probably all that necessary. And the simple concern about surfaces is probably overrated in the case of this particular virus for whatever reason.
Right.
Could change. It could learn that trick. But at the moment, that doesn't seem to be the priority. The priority seems to be these airborne droplets. It does seem to be an issue of the volume of the space you are in. So there's some kind of model that we've developed where there's a bucket, and if you don't reach the top of the bucket, then even if you're encountering virus, a particle is not going to get you because your immune system can fend it off. If you exceed the top of the bucket, it gets you. So you want to, this then creates the, the thing I worried about downtown when we went to the protest was outdoors, high volume. But if you were downwind of somebody who was sick, then you might fill that bucket up and you might contract it, which I still don't feel good about having. I think we needed to see the protest, but there's a risk in it that I think is unacceptable, which is you couldn't control who was upwind of you.
That's right. And there's a lot of shouting.
A lot of shouting, exactly, which we know to be particularly bad. But in any case, I think the whole thing is an argument for don't overcomplicate this. If somebody is saying nonsense like masks don't help you avoid this respiratory virus, they're probably full of shit.